Yo, what's up? Alright, I've been trying to stream, watch my controller not work, but I've been trying to stream for like past 3 hours and not being able to. One of these days, man. Why not today? Let's see what we have in here. I don't tend to access these games as much just because of I forgot I had these. There just doesn't really seem to be a reason to. If I'm gonna load these games, a lot of times I would rather just load them, you know, through like just manually loading it instead of going to Launchbox. Or pardon me, I would rather probably use Launchbox instead of Big Box. That's probably the better way. See if this loads. This isn't going to capture it because I gotta figure out how to add DOSBox to this list too. Oh my goodness, you need to see this. It's beautiful. You can't even tell what this thing is. It's down here. Let's resize this, transform it to energy screen. I lost it. I don't even see where it is. Anything? Nothing. Oh my goodness. That was hideous. It's something beautiful. DOSBox, and let's add. There's a window capture. All right. That's not going to work. I got Syndicate, which I've never really played much of, and I would love to. Get this to work. Disappeared. Again. Right. Gotta has to like install first. Hoping this all works okay. Never tried to do a screen capture of this box. What's funny is I have a separate monitor. It's a 4:3 monitor that I keep like hooked up to the PC just in case I want to play games like this. I know will load. I feel like Doom should just load. I know Doom needs to install, but I think I think what I had to do before I had to like go in and change some of the folders or something. Yeah, Doom loads. Xbox to stay open. What's Office? You can hear those sounds too. They sound awesome. I'm gonna figure this out. This is gonna be my challenge for today. Figure out how to get this pretty sure. One of the things that you do is I have to make sure that it actually fits on the screen. Boy. Let me see if anybody knows how to do that. Hey, what's up, man? I am trying to figure out how to get something to work. Let's see. I know what I need to do. Just don't know how to go around. Oh no, you're fine. I'm just trying to figure out how to edit stuff here. Should be, but this is just going to. Here's a file I can edit. Whatever. Do it some other time. All right, let's see. Okay. Let's see. What is that all about? This is the artwork that's showing for some of these things. Like, oh, here's some hockey players. It's not what I think of when I think of the Famicom disk system, but whatever. That's right. I played some GameCube stuff yesterday. I had added a couple of best games to this list. I had added this, but I don't think this is loaded. This is a game right here that I thought sucked so hard. And it's not amazing, but this is a really cool game with specifically a steering wheel. It shows up okay. Yes. So one of my friends had this game burn, and I don't think he liked it either. I think he was just a completionist. But he had it burned for a Dreamcast way back in the day, in like 2003 or something, when the Dreamcast was pretty much dead. And I remember, like, I think we both turned it on. We both didn't really we weren't really fans of racing games that weren't card games. And as I became more of a fan of like simulation games, one of the coolest things about this game in particular, to go with like a B or C class, they use the model number of the cars. Can't even tell where I'm at. Okay, so you get to pick like different routes that you take, and there's just something really cool about like just driving on these highways. Oops. Shift assist, because I'm used to that just being on like, used to it saying automatic or manual instead of saying shift assist yes or no. I know a lot of people that got into the Maximum Tune games, that because they couldn't really get Maximum Tune on console in the US, they would eventually end up like just falling into this series. And for me, like, I've never really cared for Maximum Tune. I love Initial D. Maximum Tune's always been a little bit like weird because you're just driving on highways. Anyway, what was that? Message. It was cool to just like check this out, and then like sometimes I'll just put on random music and just like, oh, I'm just gonna load this up and just like drive for a while and maybe play the West mode, which I'll switch to in just a second. See, the thing with this game is that like the road itself isn't crazy. The hardest thing that you have to deal with is pretty much just traffic. And you do the races. Instead of it being a traditional racing game, like, oh, you have to get to this point before the other car does, and that's how you win. You have a life bar. So the way that works is, if you're in the lead, your life bar is going to stay the same, and the car that's behind is going to like lose life. So you're just kind of like jockeying for position and trying to stay ahead. I think the further you're ahead, the faster the computer's life bar drains. I don't know. I used to play a lot more racing games. I still enjoy them. I don't play a ton. I've actually been finding out about like weird ones. There you go, there's the headlights too. I forgot about that. It's even first person. Something else that was really cool about this game, like once I, understood more about it, was the cars. If you notice in this game, when you try to make a turn, well, for one, they don't turn fast, which is something that I didn't like about the game back in the day, but you can see the cars like shifting their weight a little bit. Like, it's not just like, oh, I'm gonna go left or right. But stuff like this, especially if you're using the wheel, looks really, really, really cool. Okay, back out of here. Thanks, man. Hold on, somebody's messaging me. I don't remember. Is this in free run? So I'm here. Actually, I wonder if the quick race does it. I'm not even sure. I don't know what's in A class now that I think about it. Because I never use these cars. This would. Do this on because I'm not sure how this thing works. Okay, so this is a regular race. So you'll see, again, at the top of the screen right now, there is my life bar and the enemy life bar. And their life bar is going down because they're behind. The thing about this game, though, is that, like, as you can see, where they're at now, if I don't mess up, like, a lot of times they end up just being screwed. And that was something that I remember, like, trying to figure out how this game worked, how is this race. I think I think Maximum 2 does this in the arcades. Yeah. So that's how races go in this. You would drive up behind another car and you flash your lights at them. Like that right there. That's how you start a race. That other car is just like gone off my screen. They're trying to make it look exciting, but like you can't see the other car, so it's not the most compelling thing. Anyway. I think that game is still pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. There was this, which was a game that I think I had wanted to play, but I could never find. And then by the time I found it, there was a game that came out called Speed Doubles Online or something. And it was the same game, but it had net play. Like, I think it was only online or something weird about it, so I just never played it. Need for Speed is... some of them are okay. I don't know, it's...
There they are. Come on.
Like, when Need for Speed Underground 2 came out, I wasn't really a fan of that. And that was the first, like, super popular one with everybody that I knew. But... yeah, I like Hot Pursuit, the one that came out like probably almost 10 years ago now. I liked Burnout more than Need for Speed personally. I don't know how to do that. Silent Scope is a game that I wish was somehow in VR. It was the arcade game that had a giant sniper rifle that you would move the gun, which was mounted to the machine, so it's not like you like pointed it, like you couldn't pick it up or anything. But you would like lean in and then point the gun, and like if you needed to zoom in, you could zoom in, like put your head on the scope, and there was a smaller screen that was in there that would focus on the things that were in like on the main screen, so you could see a little bit closer. And I remember I was so excited when they announced that this game was coming out for the Dreamcast. Like, oh man, I can't wait until they make a gun for that. But Columbine happened, and all the Dreamcast guns pretty much got canceled, at least in the US. So there was never, like, this game came out, and I'm going to play it because it's still kind of fun, but it just seems like it could have been so much more. I think the aiming is inverted too right now. Very strange. If I move slow, my aim is normal, but if I move fast, it goes back to being like opposite. I had got to a point in this game, at least in the arcade version, where I could pretty much like get through the first level in seconds without ever using the scope, which felt great. I'm just trying to get to one specific game that I remember. That was really cool. So for this game, if you wanted to get like extra life, what you would do is you would look out for babes. And if you see them, you get life. But if you hit them, then you lose life. Babes. I think they might have made this game for like GBA. It came out on something that was like very inappropriate. Like that game is already weird with the controller, but it's even more weird. It's on a handheld or whatever the hell it was on. I want to load this game up just for a moment because this game was pretty cool back then. Make sure the second controller is turned off. Oh, you can actually, I think if you do shoot people in weird places, I think they actually respond to it. Like, I think if you hit them, I don't know, on their leg, they go down there, and I think if you hit them in the butt, they'll kind of fall a little bit different. This game, alright, so Rush. San Francisco Rush was really popular in the arcades. I've never cared for it. Then there's Rush 2. Which, the thing that I didn't like about it is that the game, there were only like, say, 3 tracks. Like 2 or 3 tracks, but the thing is there were like a billion different secrets and shortcuts and stuff, so it was the kind of game that like you would play against like 7 other people and just keep looking for shortcuts, and like every single week somebody would find something to do. Like I had friends that were playing this game up until like 2010 because they just kept trying to get better times. Or they'd play against somebody that also knew a bunch of shortcuts and try to see like who did better. But this one had this stunt thing here. So I'm gonna try to do a single race. Yeah, this is already like 1 track more. I thought the car designs of this game were kind of lame. Whatever, we'll go with this. I know what the problem is with these controls. I got it. See, my controls right now, it's set up so like it seems like there's maybe two inputs for like up and down. I'm gonna try to set these up. This will work. It probably won't. Yeah, I cannot figure out why that happens here. Oh man, I wish this game was fun like that. I don't know what to do to make these controls stop acting weird. But I did. I'm not sure how to fix that. Riders. I need to find a game that's like, I guess Marvel vs. Capcom. Actually, let's go with CVS. No, not CVS today, but MVC2. That is a game that I know exactly how it works. And Castlevania is hard. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Alright. Pretty sure I already had a file created for this game. So I think when I was playing, I was trying to play NBA 2K the other day, and it was also acting weird. Yes, it's doing it again. For some reason, my up and down are like switched. I'm gonna try to fix this. I'll be back, I think, later tonight. This is probably gonna take me a while because these controls have been acting up. But I'll catch you later, man. Good luck with Castlevania. Peace.